Well, hello. I am here. Drinking my protein shake. Preparing to paint 3 cats in a robe, which is very hard to see. I feel like we should pick out our cats. Hi, Popcorn for Unicorns. All 3 of these cats are, pretty daily. Let my dirty 30 begin. Oh my gosh, 30 months. Holy moly. That's a long time, Daily. All right, let's pick some cat colors here. I feel like doing a tabby, like a tabby cat. Maybe tabby is gonna be too complicated because it's so many different colors, but maybe an orange one, an orange cat might be fun. Maybe this one on the bottom, do this one as an orange cat. Let's get some oranges. I got a good dark orange there, but I need a good lighter orange. This is too bright. Too bright. I need something a little bit more. You know what? Maybe if I mix a bit of this Osirian sand with this burnt orange, that'll give a good, like, base orange. It looks like the face, like where the muzzle is more white. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at this guy. I think we can do that. I'll use that as my reference. How is your week been, Popcorn for Unicorns and Daily? It is now technically the weekend for those of you that get a weekend, so that's nice. Da 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 da. Bum, 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 ba, da, bum. And then with this orange, I'll probably put a little bit of brown in it. Just maybe a slightly darker orange. I don't know, brown would be nice. Beautiful weather, dare I say spring, so lots of fun. Nice. You haven't been doing much, you know? That's okay. Trust me. When responsibility is massively overwhelming, you'll wish you were back in the days where you could say that you didn't do much. I almost guarantee that. Of course, we get snow this weekend. Aww. Oh no. Too much water on my wet palette there. Tomorrow I'll get to shoot my bow. Oh, that's fun. Are you learning to shoot? That's super fun. That's one of the things that I always wanted to do, is learn how to do bow and arrow, shoot a bow and arrow. I know, like, a little bit how to do it. Hi, Fan God. How you doing? Oh, this one's got a little chip out of its ear. I wonder if that's the mini or if that's how it was created? I'm not sure. 3 years I didn't... Oh, okay. That's really cool then. That's fun. So you're probably pretty good. I've shot a bow and arrow a couple of times. I will say, when it hits your wrist, it really, really hurts. I'm a big baby when it comes to pain, so... yeah. Stop using your wrist. Well, when you're a newbie when it comes to shooting a bow and arrow, you don't really know better, you know? Day off work, finished up. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw the plinth that you used for it. It looked really good. I personally not using a bow. Popcorn for Unicorns is, though. Haven't been hit on the wrist, but I've almost cut my finger a few times. Oh, ouch. Yeah, don't do that. That's not good. I feel like the bow and arrow that we used when I would do like family camp was just, I don't know, generic bow and arrow. I wouldn't even be able to give you a name of the type. Yeah, forearm. Sorry, not my wrist, my forearm. This area. Does my elbow bend backwards? It does a little, but not a lot. Yeah, it does a little bit. I 3D printed the nameplate. Oh, nice! Yeah, that's right. You have a 3D printer. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Knocking paints down. Yeah, this looks great. Looks amazing. Yeah, I saw your Instagram post of it. Looks really, really good. Oh, that's good to know. Why didn't the instructors tell me that? Nah, it's fine. They just run the camp that we go to. I don't know if any of them are like actually professional. I don't know what that's called. Archerers? Instagram won't let me not crop the image. Yeah, Instagram can be weird. Popcorn for Unicorns is also a lot younger. I don't know exactly how old you are, Popcorn for Unicorns, but I know you're a teenager or close to being a teenager, I think. She is very young. You gotta build up your strength to hold a big, massive bow. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, that's really neat. It's like such a cool hobby that you have. I love it. I always thought about doing it, just like a lot of things, but I never did. Maybe one day. I don't know that I've even touched a bow before. I've only done it because at the like, my family does like a family camp every year, and we stay in a cabin all together. And one of the things that the like cabin offers is like bow and arrow, and that's the only reason I've ever done it. Otherwise, I've never would have. Bow hunting, yeah, I don't think I would do hunting. I would only ever do it for funsies, not for, like, any actual purpose. I don't do any kind of hunting. Sitting here for hours on cold is not my idea of fun. Agreed. Agreed. I love living in Seattle, but I like being inside, not outside in the cold. I'd rather be inside, covered in blankets and a heat pad and relaxing, rather than be outside. Definitely more of an inside person. Kind of always have been. All right, well, we've got some color on this mini now. I need to get a pink. I saw a corgi puppy today. Aww. Corgi puppies are so goofy. They're like so floppy. Big old goofballs. There's actually a couple that lives near where I live. I've seen them a couple of times walking their 2 corgis. And I'm like, I want to make friends with you, but I feel like it'd be so random me driving in my car, like stopping you on the street to tell you that I want our dogs to be friends. You know, just a little bit of an awkward thing to do. Only slightly. Oh, that's good. I'll usually stop and ask people if I can pet their dogs and stuff. I feel like that's important. Is making sure people are okay with you petting their pups before you do it. Consent is key. Because you never know. Like, a dog might be in training. My dogs want everyone to pet them, though, so they are not as well trained in terms of jumping at people. But usually I will make eye contact with people if we're walking together. And if that person looks really excited to see my dogs, I will just instantly be like, you can pet them if you want. And they just go crazy. So. You can usually tell the excited ones versus the nervous ones. And if somebody seems a little bit nervous, I do my best to like hold them tighter so that, you know, as we're going by, the person doesn't have to be as scared. There definitely, like when Appa was a puppy, actually, there was a lady who was very scared of him. And I mean, he was like a little potato. He was scared of a little potato. But yes. If I could fly with my dogs, I would seriously consider it. I cannot fly with my dogs, though. I can't do it. They're too big. And I would never ever put my dogs in cargo. Because that's really bad for your dog to be in the cargo hold. I always want to pet people's dogs, but my dog is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That happens. All right, we're gonna let this dry because this yellow is taking quite a while to dry. I forgot to do the thing where I put brown as an undercoat. It's only 20-hour drive. I did that drive down to visit my family for Christmas. I can confidently say that I will never do that drive again. Oh yeah, that's right. Dry! That's how you get paint to dry, right? I forgot. That's what I did last time. I will never drive for that long ever again. It was not fun. I'll say that. It was not fun. Definitely was very stressful. Very, very tiring. Very tiring. Because it was also supposed to only take 17 hours, 18 hours. It ended up taking like 22 over the course of 2 days. It was pretty bad. The weather, I think, was the biggest contributor to that. Because usually in Southern California, it doesn't rain too much. But the second day that we were driving down, it was literally pouring the entire day. And as I was getting closer to LA, it started pouring so hard. It was crazy. I only remember it raining that much like once or twice growing up. Craziness. Hi, Sweal. 16 continuous. Yeah, I've never done 16 continuous hours of driving. There's no way I'd be able to handle that. I get so sleepy. All right, we're gonna go. I think I was trying to lighten these cloaks slowly. We're gonna do it faster though. Georgia to Texas once for 18 hours. Yeah, I can't do that. I cannot drive that much. I get bored and sleepy. I'm not a big fan of just driving in general. I don't like driving. So the least amount of driving that I have to do is what I will do. Longest trip I've taken is 1.5 days to Boston. On a motorcycle? Oh, you have to be even more careful on a motorcycle. Because, like, cars don't see you for some reason on a motorcycle. Either that or they, like, actively just don't care. I know motorcycles are very, very dangerous in California. I've had multiple coworkers get in really bad motorcycle accidents. So you have to be even more careful when you have a motorcycle. Yeah, road trips are not my thing unless I'm the passenger. I can very easily be a passenger on a road trip, but not the driver. Jeez, cotton downpours as well. That sounds awful. Sounds like not fun, IMO. Paramedics I know call them donor cycles. Oh no. I don't think I would want to ride my bike. Yeah, no. I don't think that you would either. Drivers in Southern California are very mean. When I lived there, there were people that would drive on the wrong side of the street on purpose just to try to cut traffic. So like I'd be going down a clear road because I'm going the opposite way that most of the traffic is coming. And the traffic that's coming from this side, you know, I'm going this way. The traffic is coming this way. And there would be a person that would pull out and get into the lane that I'm driving the opposite direction in. And then start honking at me because for some reason I'm doing something wrong when like that person is literally driving on the wrong side of the street because they're trying to go around and cut through other traffic. Nah, I don't like Southern California. I am very much opposed to living there ever again. I very much enjoy the more chill vibes of Seattle. It was so funny because when I first moved here, just like the general atmosphere of being here is so different. Like people aren't in such a crazy rush all the time. It just feels different. It feels very different than what I grew up in. I feel like as I get older, I just want things to be more chill, you know? I can understand why you might want to cut lanes when you see 5 miles. Yeah, no, for sure. Hi, Deck Knight. This was a mini that Hulk's Workshop sent me. I think it's a Christine Van Patten sculpt. I don't know that it's available anywhere for purchase, but it's definitely a Christine Van Patten sculpt. So you might be able to reach out to her to get it. It's basically 3 cats in a robe. I know it looks kind of rough right now, but I'm just barely putting paint on it, so. It's early. It's early in the process. The worst I've happened to me is people swerving around me to pass on the right because I drive like a reasonable person and they can't stand it. Yeah, same. Same. I always get nervous when someone is tailgating me and I'm already going like slightly above the speed limit. It always makes me nervous. But I usually will just continue at the speed that I'm going. I don't drive on the freeway a ton, but yeah. Yeah, right? Imagine the audacity. Only going slightly above the speed limit. But some people, they just got places to be, man. They got places to be, they got people to see, they got things to do. And I am what is in their way. My favorite part is like when people swerve around you to go around and then you end up next to each other at a red light. And it's like, was it necessary? Yeah, exactly. And that makes me nervous too. Like, people drive so fast. I don't feel comfortable driving that fast. If I'm gonna drive slow, I will go into like the slower lanes and people will still get mad at me. It's like, I'm sorry, but my visibility is lessened because it's raining really hard, or I don't feel like going 45 miles an hour over the speed limit because it's snowing, you know? Tina Belcher Green Lantern, thank you for the follow. That's a long username. Contentious Drivers Unite, yeah. It's funny too because I grew up in Southern California, so even I feel like sometimes I'm a jerk when I'm like getting frustrated in traffic because people are so much more relaxed up here. You don't see too many crazy drivers like that up here compared to how prevalent they were in SoCal. There are always drivers that are crazy. Like my neighbor is literally one of them. His buddies go around, we have like a roundabout There's a bunch of roundabouts in my neighborhood for whatever reason. I guess they wanted to try to slow people down. Anyway, there's a bunch of roundabouts. That person's friends will literally go the opposite way in the roundabout to try to like cut out going around the big circle thing. And they've almost hit me before. I've seen them almost hit another driver too, who was going to make a right when that person wasn't supposed to be making a left in the roundabout. Pretty bad. I have learned how to be aggressive, but I don't think reached crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever reached the crazy level for driving either. It's just like, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. If I'm slightly late somewhere, that's my fault. That's not anybody else's fault except for mine, regardless of how much traffic there is. Like, I never try to pin my tardiness on anyone else except for myself. If you knew you had to be somewhere at a certain time, you should have been looking at traffic. And you should have left earlier. Don't endanger other people's lives because of your mistake. That's all. You know, that's how I think. It's almost like that mindset is crazy or something. If it isn't the actions of or consequences of my actions, you know? Aggressive is kind of required in the Boston area. Nobody will let you merge. Yep, that's how it is in Southern California too. Which is actually why when I first moved here, I wasn't used to people being like passive drivers instead of aggressive drivers. It actually is more scary for me, because at least with aggressive drivers, like, you know, everyone's going to be trying to merge and they're going to force their way in. Here it's like you can't tell if someone's going to let you in or not, so you kind of just have to go. It's a little bit scary. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, look, I have another one from the last time. I need to put these bottles in my recycling. Gonna get my amethyst purple out. All right, what are everybody's crazy plans this weekend? Who's doing what? Only on passive drivers. I hate these filthy neutrals. With enemies, you know where they stand, but with neutrals, who knows? It sickens me. Yes. Hi, Xavier. Getting drunk and driving to Holly's house. Dio, don't even. Don't even. Stream Doom Eternal. Is that what you're doing this weekend? Doom Eternal, huh? Is that your current game that you're playing, Xavier? You know what? I think to Holly's house or into Holly's house. It better not be into my house. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna make this robe just overall lighter. I want it to be lighter. That black in the shadows is too dark for me. Go with a lighter purple. I always do this. I'm always like carefully brushing, putting paint on a mini, and then I'm like, you know what? Nah. Sitting here in the kitchen, going through the refrigerator, playing Elden Ring. You want anything while I'm in the fridge, Fangod? One coat and done. There you go. Hard Mountain Dew? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? God, Mountain Dew is already so much sugar. And now they're putting alcohol in it? That's too much. That's excessive. Excessive. Oh, yeah, exactly. Supposedly has... Oh, it's like sweetener instead of sugar. Okay, that makes sense. Rip and tear until it's done. Mountain Dew Zero at Sam's. Yeah, I mean, the zero sugar stuff is okay. It's just like, for me, having sodas and stuff like that makes me want actual sweets again. And trying to avoid sweets like the plague, because I have zero self-control when it comes to sugar, you know? Zero Dr. I actually don't think I've ever tried Zero Dr. Pepper. Why, you said something that Alexa wants me to tell all about some random telecom company? Huh. Alexa, tell me the full history of Spectrum. There you go. You're welcome. I like it. I didn't realize that you had me on like loud enough for your digital friends to hear. All of our technology is friends, right? That's me attempting to wink. Xavier, are you actively streaming right now? Well, I drank all my protein shakes, so now I need to drink water. I looked up purple robe, and almost entirely what I have is bathrobes, which, I mean, fair. But the very first one is an actual purple robe. Tonight's project is blacking out a bunch of tiny motorcycles. What are you doing? What are you making? Hi, Hi, Lesness. How are you? Good to see you. Motorcycle stand, terrain piece. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. This purple that I'm using has a lot of blue in it. It's like separating on my palette and you can see the blue in there. Found a 3D sculptor who makes reasonable looking motorcycles, not the Space Marine abominations. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like if you're looking for like a realistic motorcycle, it's a lot harder because everything is so grounded in, you know, the deeper fantasy. I've never played that game, Xavier. I've probably seen it in like a GDQ or something like that, but I personally am not I'm not a shooter. I can't play shooters. They make me very, very dizzy. I get motion sickness from video games, folks. I'm also really bad at them. Probably because I never really played them much. The Doomslayer spoken, not a lot of ripping and tearing going on here, though. Yeah, James was playing Persona 5 Royal before I started streaming. And then he stopped. He's probably playing Elden Ring right now. Because Elden Ring is not as much fun to watch as Persona 5 Royal, for sure. At least for me. It's probably fun to play, but sometimes I wish I should play less games and paint more. You just need to collect more husbandos. I know. I haven't played Genshin in so long. I didn't get Toma, though. Toma was, like, one of the characters I really, really wanted. But I also kind of don't want to spend money on the game. I've only spent $5. So they got me. They got me once. They got me once. But that's it so far. Haven't really painted in a bit, yet I can't stop myself from buying more minis. Lessness, I understand. I 100% understand. I don't base minis for the most part. Like, I do sometimes. And yet I spend a bunch of money on the base boss Kickstarter from Reaper. You know? Why? I don't use bases. I have so many. He played a little bit of Strikers. Yeah, Fangod. I've painted 30 minis this year, but 5 haven't been 3D printed. You've painted more than me. I've painted 2 minis so far this year. This guy right here. Painted this one. And this one right here. Those are my minis that I've painted so far this year. Which I'm still very happy with how this one turned out. So, you know. Very happy about it. It is Lessness. They're announcing it in like a month. No, this month. They said they were going to announce this month. So you'll have time to look at stuff, but yeah. Yeah. But they've been talking about it a little bit. They said they were going to announce officially at Adepticon, but they actually backed out of Adepticon because they are very, very busy with all of the other stuff that they're trying to achieve this year. So I don't know when they're gonna officially announce, but it will likely be pretty soon. They've been teasing a bunch of minis. Did you see? Oh, I painted another mini. Did you see that one, Lesness? Hold on, let me grab it. This guy right here. I painted this one. So technically I've painted 3. But this is one of the minis that is going to be in the core set. I painted this guy on stream. They sent it to me earlier. So this guy, and then there's others. Let me grab them. So here's just a few. Like, they're, you know, they're pretty traditional minis. There's this elf. Wizard guy. There's this gal here with a torch and a sword. And then there's this halfling with this little dagger and a shield, or I guess maybe that's a sword for him. And then this dwarf cleric girl. And the cool things about these is you can kind of see their bases are all different shapes. Their bases actually interlock together to form like an adventuring party. I'm not going to try to do it again on stream because I failed the last time. But their bases interlock together. I mean, I guess I can. I know that these 3 for sure go together like this. And I think this one goes in the back, maybe? I don't actually remember how this one goes, but it goes somewhere. And they form an adventuring party together. And then this one is like what they're fighting, basically. So a top-down view of it. Anyway, it's pretty neat. Is in the info on the forums? It probably is on their forums. People have just been collecting it and putting it on the forums, though. I don't think they've been officially posting anything about it themselves. They've been talking about it on like the Reaper Lives and stuff. And then people have just been collecting all of the pictures and like stills of the things that they're showing and putting them all in a thing. Let me find it. I can probably find it. Reaper. Actually, it's forums. Forum.reapermini. I think. I was right. Let me see. Do. Bam. Okay, here. Take a look there. I don't think this is the same thread that I was looking at. Oh, maybe it is the same thread that I was looking at before. So it's a lot of concept art and things. The coins are obviously, they're not actually printed. It's just like the 3D renders. So most of these are 3D renders. This was the one that I painted, this goblin right here. These are, again, just 3D renders. Here's a few things that they showed. This thing is really cool. I'm excited for that. They did show this one on stream yesterday, which was neat. It's like He-Man. There's quite a lot that they've shown. Like, look at this dragon, it's so cool. All these witches are pretty neat. They've got more like underwater enemies. These look like salamander enemies. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Oh, they showed this, the leprechaun is gonna be, I think next month's or this month's, like, freebie. But yeah, there's a bunch of new minis to look at. Like, look at that, so cool. I actually didn't look at all of these, but this is neat. Like, this is a neat idea. You know, being able to select your weapon, being able to select your, like, arm style and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Here's the ones that I just showed with some zenithal highlighting. I think that's all of the... Yeah, here's some preview of the core set, some town guards, which I feel like I have so many of those town guards again. Oh, they showed this yesterday. They showed this like little mausoleum piece, which is really cool. Yeah, you can see a bunch of pictures of it. Oh, yeah, Lessness. That's the thing, like, I think it's like 20% more if you don't get it in the Kickstarter, so if you're one of those people that has to have one of everything, getting in during the Kickstarter will be really important. You should get back to painting. You definitely should, I agree. You've got a lot to paint. And you're gonna have a lot less time in a few months. Should do it now while you can, even if your time is still kind of limited. You want the mausoleum, DA? Yeah. It's really cool. I like terrain things like that. I think they're really neat. I was also one of those people, although I do have to say, I didn't buy one of everything. I did get close, and I did buy 2 of a lot of things. So, that's definitely something that happened. I may or may not have bought like 5 ships now. I have 2 ships in this room with me, and I have the one that's downstairs. And I have another glow-in-the-dark ship coming, like a silly person that I am. One of them was given away, though. Swillow got one of the ships. And technically, I didn't buy one. I was given one from one of my very, very generous friends here in the channel to give away. So that's technically the one that Swillow would have gotten if I could have figured out how to ship it to him and not have it be ridiculously expensive. I ended up just buying one from Reaper's website instead and having them ship it to him. Yeah, did you? You know what? I really like their paint. I mean, obviously, look behind me, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying more paint going forward. I feel like I have a lot of paint. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't even have their full set. And the racks behind me are almost full. So, you know. This mini is going to be just a lot of highlighting all over the robes. I have to sneeze. I has to sneeze too. They shipped today? Bought all the skin triads. Oh, the skin triads are really good though. Like, let's be real. I really, really, really like the skin triads. Like, tan skin is one of the ones I use a lot. Fair skin I use a lot. I use the skin triads a lot, actually. The skin triads that are like the undead skin and stuff like that are also really good. Like, I have the dusky skin one. I really like that one. Hi, Shadow. How are you? I thought you might be on the road by now. Is your back feeling any better? That's good. Not until Wednesday. Oh, okay. I realized I had maybe 4. Oh, I have so many skin tone colors. I have so many. I probably have too many, honestly. More than I could ever really need. Is the medicine that they sent you helping at all? You keep having setbacks? You gotta let it fully heal before you try doing anything. You gotta try to not move around too much. I realize that's probably not an easy thing to do, but you gotta try. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that was the difficulty, was being able to, you know, take care of yourself is hard when you can't really move very easily without a lot of pain. You have 40 skin paints? Yeah, I probably have about that many. If you can see, this row right here is all skin triads. This one on the, I don't know if that's left or the right side for you all, but on the far side, not where my finger is, on the far side, those are skin triads. I have a skin triad over here that's missing from that little space. And then all these paints right here are all individual skin colors. Yeah. Yeah. So I probably have more than 40. At this point, I probably have more than 40. Yeah, exactly. I've only ever used up, my dungeon gray is almost gone. My pure black is almost gone. And that's pretty much the only, and nut brown. I really like the nut brown too. My jaw is starting to hurt. They don't go quite as chalky. Yeah, for sure. The scale 75s also blend really, really nicely too. Not saying that Reapers don't, because I mean, I use Reaper paints constantly all the time. But the scale 75 ones I noticed blended really, really nice. It's probably the gel base that they have. I had one of my Reaper paints start curing the bottle. Oh no! Purples are your favorite to paint? I really like purple, obviously. Purple is an... There are some colors that are easier to blend, and I think purple is actually one of them. Purples and teals, which is probably why I'm attracted to painting purples and teals all the time. So I understand that. I mean, at least for me. Maybe it's just because I have done it so many times. I just have, like, more experience painting with these colors. Yeah, I know, right? You would think I would have, but I think you have to use so little of the color because it's so pigmented that you actually don't end up using a lot of it. This purple isn't the purple that I usually use. I usually use Styx purple, and this is Aslanti Violet is the color that I've got on here. So it's a different purple. Technically, it's a little bit different. I still need to figure out what mini I want to submit to ReaperCon and start painting that. Because I definitely think that because I stopped painting for a little while, my skills have decreased a little bit, you know? But at the same time, I think the only way that I'm gonna figure out how much is by just painting for a while. Hey Ty, how are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? I hope that you are not in pain and that you were able to actually sleep in your own bed last night. Chiblis. I should paint it. I mean, I did paint a chibi last year. That's the one that they picked to judge too. So maybe I should paint another one. I don't know. Started sleeping in bed now. Just woke up. Oh, that's good. That's good. You definitely need to sleep a lot to recover from surgery. So I would say the more naps you can get in, the better. For sure. You should paint a chibi painting chibi. Oh, you mean the one that I started and never finished? I'm just nervous about breaking her arm off. I have to break her arm off. I'm gonna have to break her arm off to get to the underneath. And I'm nervous about that, so I haven't done it yet. I don't want to break Monster's arm off, you know? She's my baby. Yeah, he had his gallbladder removed a couple days ago. Very, very recently. Emergency as well, right? I feel like maybe gallbladder removal is always because of emergency. Or always due to emergency? Oh, really, DA? That's awesome. I'm so words. I'm words. I'm so excited to see how you paint her. Yours was emergency? Yeah, I think his was too, actually. That's so scary. Why are our bodies just trying to murder us, huh? Why is that a thing? Went to the ER twice on the same day. Ooh. Oh, that's cool, Fan God. That motorcycle is super cool. I like it. Is that just that's just the file, right? That's not the mini. Pre-supported, yeah, that's just the file. Yeah, you can print as many as you want for sure. I thought I had indigestion, it would pass. Next thing they know, they admitted me. Man, indigestion, that's that bad? Maybe you just have a really high pain tolerance. I assume Sarah was like, no, we're going to the hospital now. Yours was back pain? Man. That's so weird how it shows up in like different types of pain. Yeah, and that's right. He said his wife had shoulder pain. Your gallbladder's like around here, isn't it? Like in the front or on the side, maybe? That's so unusual. I love how you had a comic for that, Fangod. I'm glad the ER doc thought to check because it was a... Oh, that's not good. Hi, Bill! That's very, very bad, actually. When pieces of your insides start to literally die, that can be a problem. Yeah, you definitely want to get that taken care of as soon as humanly possible. It's like, why do we even have gallbladders? Do they even serve a function anymore? Or is their sole function to just try to murder you? Same day surgery. They help with digestion? Oh. Wait, does that mean that you're gonna have to be careful what you eat now? It's funny because I'm going to Adepticon, right? Which is like the pizza, deep dish pizza capital of the world or whatever. And I probably won't have any because I'm doing keto again and I'm actually doing really well with it. Oh, Reaper Miniatures with the raid. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Eddie. You never had any difference, gotcha. Thank you for the raid. Clavicus, raid. Raid. What was Reaper up to tonight? What were y'all doing? I don't know what show goes on Friday nights. Long time no talk. I know. We're all so busy at work. It's hard to get together, isn't it? Ah, D&D night. Gotcha. Well, thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. If you've never been here before, I'm Holly Monster. I paint minis and stuff. As do most of the people that Reaper raids. The last 2 minis that I painted. The last 3 minis that I painted. This little goblin. This is from Bone 6. Reaper sent me some of the Bone 6 minis early. This was one of them. We painted up this little gobble gob. You know, he's just a simple little paint up. And then we painted this guy. Yeah. And then last stream, I painted this. This, I got at ReaperCon, but it was from Galadoria Games. Galadaria Games, something like that. I just thought it was really cute and wanted to try to paint the octopus because I've never painted an octopus before. So that's how that came out, and I was really happy with it. Yeah, I put it down because somebody had said, like, if I wanted to highlight it more, and I was like, I don't know, I'll see. And then after I put it down and I picked it back up, I was like, no, he's perfect. I like him. Like, I don't think I could get any better. I don't think I could like him anymore. And if I keep putting paint on him, I might not like him as much, so I'm gonna stop. Sometimes you just need to put the thing you're painting down and say that it's done. I find it hard to do because I want everything to be as good as it possibly can be. It can sometimes be hard to, you know, take a step back and just let something be good. The red on the top was perfect. Yeah, I was using a reference picture for the octopus. So I was kind of just like following the natural color of the octopus's like skin. So I think it came out pretty good. I was very happy with it, at least. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get back into. I'm trying to get back into painting for me. So I think it's going okay. That's why I'm kind of painting just fun, cutesy things. Because I mean, honestly, that's like the things that I enjoy painting the most is like the cute stuff. It's like, yeah, monsters and you know, evil looking things and all that. Like, that's all fun. But really, I get some thorough enjoyment out of painting the cute stuff. It's just on another level, you know? Wait, giant disease pus bag demons aren't cute? Yeah. Hi, Julie. Aw, thanks, Mo. Yeah, we're highlighting it up now. It's gonna take me a while because there's so many layers. I highlight very slow. I highlight up very slow. So how's everyone coming in? How was your week? TGIF or what? have a cold going through her house? Oh no, Lustness, no. Well, you know, that happens sometimes. Hopefully everyone recovers quick. Got a bunch of painting supplies today, and I have no excuse not to paint anymore. Ups and downs, but it was a week. Mine is pretty good. I finished up like the skeleton for a pretty big project that I'm doing at work, and then showed it to my boss, and he said it was a really good start and gave me some suggestions. So next week I have a lot of work ahead of me to try to break it down even more. It's going to be a challenge, but it'll be a really good one if I can execute it well. I'm essentially trying to create like a task breakdown for all of the little things that we do to support a launch, to make it easy so that anybody that comes onto the team can just do it without having to ask too many questions or have to reach out to people. I'm basically making a really good run book, a really good set of guides. Anyway, it sounds simple, but it's basically a culmination of knowledge that I've accrued over the past 11 years. So, you know, writing a history book is not the easiest thing in the world to do. Yeah. Oops, I got some purple on the cat's ear there. I really hope the new Redgrass Games palette ships soon. Yes, I really like my Mastersons, the like cheap one that you can get anywhere, but I wasn't a big fan of the Redgrass Games palette. But you know, I think maybe I had a defective one or something. I don't know. Oh my god! Hi Moon, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, they're good, right? But mine just kept molding. Even when I would put, what's that stuff called? Colloidal silver, I think is what it's called. And pennies. Like copper pennies. Still would mold. I would clean it out real well. I would like disinfect it. Still would mold. Never had an issue with my Mastersons. I've never understood the fuss about better wet pellets. Yeah, my Mastersons has not molded. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked because, you know, I went, what, 3 months without painting? 2 months, 3 months? And it was totally fine when I opened it back up. It was still actually wet inside, which, it, you know, that's 3 months, you know? That's a long time. My well palette. Well, la-di-da. What am I doing looking at my Pick Your Poison? Aw, Moon, I hope you like it. I hope it came out kind of how you had pictured. I'm rocking a Mastersons right now. It might have molded at this point. I haven't opened it in a while. Yeah, I mean, mine didn't. So. Do you use tap water? No, I use distilled water. That was one of the things I also started doing, was using distilled water, because I was told that distilled water will keep it from molding easier. It didn't work, unfortunately. I soaked it in ammonium. Yeah. I guess that would work too. I don't know. It got irritating. It just got too irritating for me to keep using it. So I brought out my Mastersons again. And I was like, you know what? You never did me wrong before, Mastersons palette. I don't think you're gonna do me wrong now. And it's been fine. The only thing I don't like about the Mastersons is that I can't put stickers on the top like I could with my Redgrass Games palette. I use distilled water to thin my paints because I live in Iron Country. Oh yeah, my Masterson molds like crazy. Oh, really? I wonder if once it molds once, it's more prone to molding going forward. That's probably also the case, unless you can get every like little bit out of it between the sponge and the actual like plastic. My cat has entered my room is demanding belly scratches. Well, if your cat's demanding belly scratches, you gotta give it belly scratches. My cats are both inside of a box, a giant box that I had from an Amazon package. I laid it out on its side and put a blanket in it, and they have called that their home for the past 2 days straight. My kitties kind of just don't really do very much. They're mostly just cuddling all day, every day, forever. It's basically impossible to get it out. The plastic should be quite possible to... Yeah, that's true. I used hydrogen peroxide on the inside and changed the sponge. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really good at getting mold out of things. I just know that my Mastersons hasn't molded yet, and both of my Redgrass Games sponges did. And they're more expensive, so I kind of didn't want to keep, you know, buying them when they're pretty pricey. It's really old, yeah. Yeah, that'll sometimes do it. Sponge cloths cut to size are cheaper. Yeah, that's fair. I just hope the paper that comes with the new palettes works instead of having to replace with parchment paper. I liked the paper that it came with. The paper for me was fine. It was just the sponge kept molding, and my wet palette wasn't that, I don't know, wasn't that great. I think honestly mine was just defective or something. which you're gonna get one that's like that every once in a while for sure. Sounds like too much work. It's not that much work. Honestly, my paints dry out too fast. It's not even like overly dry here, but my paints dry out too fast when I don't have them in a wet palette. So I'm also really, really used to a wet palette by this point. I don't have to really super water down my paints because the palette does it for me. I would have to actually think about that more. If I were to switch to a well palette. Finished all my Rockies this week. I guess I did something productive. Yeah! You don't have to constantly be productive. Get that out of your mind. You don't have to constantly be productive. Your value is not based on how productive you are as a human being, even though a lot of people will try to tell you that it is. Alberta 2, prairies be dry. Phoenix, we definitely have a wet palette. Yeah, sometimes when I'm working in a really large piece of ship or building, I just put paint right on the table, a la Reaper Ed. If I'm not there is guilt. Yep, I totally understand that, DA. I have a massive amount of laundry to do. You know what makes me feel bad? Staring at the massive amount of laundry that I have to do. You know why I haven't done it? Because I feel overwhelmed. So, I definitely understand. It's one of those, like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't kind of situations. My house is cluttered like your laundry. I mean, my house is pretty cluttered. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. It's just like the laundry is the most prevalent thing because I walk into my bedroom and I see it all over the floor. Okay, so actually, my wet palette paper is starting to disintegrate on itself, so I need to switch it out. Oh yeah, I probably should have switched this out a while ago. That's what all those little holes in the paper are. Ah, it's the paper completely disintegrating. Interesting, okay. I'm like peeling it off the palette and it's just literally falling apart on me. Okay. So that's fun. Should have switched you out a while ago, huh? Sorry, buddy. I literally, okay. I'm gonna have to take this to the bathroom and clean it really quick. I will be right back. love the bottom of this, the colors that have seeped through and just completely dyed the bottom of the inside of this. Isn't that neat? I feel like it's neat. I've had laundry in the dryer for 5 days. Can't bend over to take it out. Well, I could, but it'd probably lead to another setback. Yeah, for sure. You shouldn't. You should just try to relax as much as possible. If it's in the dryer, then it's probably fine. It's dry. It just needs to be taken out and put away, but you don't want to hurt yourself for sure. I need another piece of parchment paper. There it is. I was like, where did I put my parchment paper? Hi, Cora Cora. Oh, she thinks I have something for her. I don't have anything for you, Moo Moo. You're way close to the camera. You're way close to the camera. This isn't food, my love. It's just paper. See? It's not food. She thinks it's food. It's not food, puppies. They're both like, please, please, mommy, where's the treats? Please. I don't have any food. I think your papa actually took the treats that were in here too, so they're not in here anymore. I need to re-put paint on this palette because that was awful. Can't you see they're starving? Yeah. Yeah, look at this face. Where are you going? Okay, bye then. Oh, she's gone. They both ran away. I think they realized I wasn't gonna give them anything and were like, bye. That's okay. Unless James came up here to get the treats again. Is that what's happening? Yes. Thank you. Dog treats. Now I has the food. All right, hold on. I'll give you guys a treat. Hold on. You just give me a second. Let me get my palette set up again. There we go. Oh man, you guys, I can't wait for ReaperCon. I'm so excited. I know that's in like September, but still. They know. They know. Let's see. There's a puppy cam. Look at how she's like right there, just waiting. You such a chunky monkey. I love you. All right, hold on, hold on. Hold on, miss. Come back over here. There you go. Can you sit? Good sit. Good. Can you guys lay down? Lay down? Lay down. Appa, lay down. He does not want to do it. Can you shake? Good. Sit. Spin. Spin. Spin! Speak. 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 Puppies. There was so much drool that just came out of her mouth there. Big ol' nasty. Corey, you a nasty. There you go. Nobody even had to pay for it. Yeah, literally. I tell Cora to speak and she sneezes. Massive amount of drool. I'm literally wiping my fingers because of that. You know, it happens. It happens. Can you still see her on the camera? Nope, she's gone. Appa's at my feet again. That's okay. Let's get some more paint out on this palette. She doesn't burp. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she actually burps and you can hear it. But yeah. You're not going to be able to make it to ReaperCon this year, DA? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are still like not able to really get in and out of the country as easily too. Like international travel is still kind of a pain. And yeah, if you have a new job and it's full time, taking that much time off can be hard too. I totally understand. Yeah. It makes sense. We will meet in person at some point one day, I'm sure. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. My cat likes to climb up on the back of the couch and purr right before she sneezes into my face. Yep. Luna does that as well. Luna has like allergies and stuff, so she sneezes a lot. And sometimes she will come up to you, ask for pets, and then immediately start sneezing directly into your face. Thanks, Luna. Oh, it was actually really funny yesterday. I thought I heard Appa throwing up. I heard some really, really loud vomiting sounds, and I thought it was Appa downstairs. And I run downstairs, and it's Pancake. And I'm like, how are you even this loud? You're such a, like a tiny cat. Yep, she was throwing up. Super gross. Emerson is gonna come up and see me sometime this year. Oh, nice. Oh man, he lives like 4+ hours away from me. Is he gonna drive up? Is he driving up to see you? A few days ago, my cat was sitting on the edge of the table, sneezing, almost fell up. He may fly, yeah. I feel like flying would be way, way easier. If I were gonna do it, I would probably want to fly. That would be really fun, though. Hours. That's a long drive. It was just funny because we were just talking about how much I hate driving earlier today in the street. I am a baby when it comes to driving. Only. Yeah, that's quite a many hours. Yeah, I only drove to go to my family stuff this year because I wanted to bring my dogs, right? Like if I didn't bring my dogs, that trip would have been easy peasy. Maybe not from the snow, but it would have been fine. The snow on the way back was the most worrying. I like to drive. Last time I went to Seattle, I drove. I'm not a big fan of driving. I like road trips when someone else is driving. I'm not a big fan of driving myself, though. You like driving? You drive everywhere? I wish I liked driving. I don't know. It's just so time consuming. I think that's the part that I don't like about it. I just want to be somewhere doing something. I will likely be taking James to Yosemite this year, though. I rented a car. We have our flights. My family trip is when we'll be going. Hopefully the weather's nice and we can go into Yosemite because he's never been there before, and I think it would be cool to just go. Maybe go to the lower falls. It's an easy hike. Go to Mirror Lake. Stop in that one area that's right before like the entrance that you can see Half Dome and everything else really well. Hopefully it's not too snowy so that we can actually go in and do that. I think that would be fun. After driving for a living, I try to avoid interstates. Road trips are just for fun. Yeah, I used to take buses and trains all over for work. You meet lots of interesting characters. Oh yeah, for sure. When you tour the West in an RV, you should like to drive. Yeah, for sure. That should be fun. Great outdoors. You want to take Steve camping? Has he not ever been camping or something? Did you see my cover photo on Facebook? I'm pretty sure I've seen it, yeah. I really, really love Yosemite. Yosemite is one of those places that, like, I remember being really little and going to, and it still having that same charm as an adult when you go. Which is hard. That's a hard thing to do, you know? But going to, like, the Sequoia National Forest and seeing the freaking massive trees, just how big they are, ugh, it's so cool. You've never been? It's very beautiful. Especially if you go on a clear day where you can just see forever. It's gorgeous. I like Yosemite, Sam. Yosemite's really cool. The past, I don't know, 10 years or more, we've been going to a place near Yosemite every year for our family get-together. So I've been there a couple of times. At least 5 or 6 times. One year I did the Upper Falls hike and I thought I was gonna die because I am so out of shape and that hike is rough. But I did it! Hiking when you're out of shape is very difficult. What are your first 2 favorites? Shadow, what are your first 2 favorite national parks? I feel like I haven't been to a ton of national parks, but my dad used to love to take us to national parks when we were little. So I have seen a lot of them, or a decent amount of them, probably compared to other folks. That was one of the things that I really appreciated, that when I was little, we went on a lot of road trips and my dad liked to take us around to all the, like, really beautiful locations. Yellowstone and Grand Canyon, okay, I've been to both of those. I didn't go to Yellowstone until I was probably already in my 20s. Yeah, probably already in my 20s. Grand Canyon, we had gone to when I was really little, and I remember it, and then we went again when I was older. But, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably look into the National Park Passport when I go to Yosemite. I definitely want to go to more national parks, that's for sure. I know I've been to Grand Teton. I know I've been to Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, Yosemite. I don't know if I've been to any other ones, though. I think those are the only ones that I can remember. I've only been to 2 parks that I remember. Turner Falls here in Texas as a kid, and the rainforest in Puerto Rico. National parks are really pretty. Volcanoes is a good one, too. I don't think I've ever been to that one. There's 30 national park monuments and seashores. I didn't even realize Appa was still under my feet, but he just ran out of the room. Huffing and puffing. I have about 22. Oh, nice. Oh man, I'm going too broad here. I'm losing some of my shadow. That's pretty neat. I need to do one of those like camper van rental thingies and go camping like that. I don't think I ever want to own an RV because that's too much. But having one of those like little camper van-y thingies would be cool. Finish my Rathalos and 4 Skelly Boy footmen from Encounter. Oh, nice! You finished your Rathalos? Man. Bavicus, you paint so much. I'm constantly seeing your completed stuff on, like, Facebook, and I'm like, but how? How? You must paint really fast. I am a little bit of a jelly. Little bit of a jelly. Bless you, my child. Hello, JJ. How are you doing? You getting ready? Adepticon's almost here. It's in like 3 weeks. All day, every day, all of the days. Everyone has time to paint every day. It's there. Yeah, I know. I know. You don't gotta tell me. I know. I'm just terrible. I like to just sit derping on my phone looking at funny videos of animals instead of painting. I wish that was a lie. I still haven't painted since ReaperCon and now all my brushes are in the RV. Oh, yeah. I feel like it would be hard, though, to sit and paint with your back in a weird state right now, though. Either way would be rough to paint. Thursday and Saturday. Thursday when? Wait, let me look at my schedule. Let me look at my schedule. Adepticon schedule. So, oh wait, it's too big. Are you so big? There we go. So, here's my schedule for Adepticon. It looks like I could probably do Thursday, but what time? After 7? After 7? I have a class until 7. Most of my paints are boxed up and in the RV. So no painting for me for a while. Yeah, for sure. I have a tablet and my phone on holders in front of me while I paint. Netflix, Pandora, Discord, Facebook cat videos. It's all at the paint table. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, get me the info, JJ. I want to go and do karaoke. Is it going to be like where we have a room, or is it going to be like at a bar in front of everyone? If there's a ton of people, I imagine it would have to be at like a bigger location where it's not just like us there singing with each other. I would prefer that, but not sure how plausible that would be. It's not a private room. Darn it. You mean I'm gonna have to embarrass myself in front of a group of people instead of just our group of people? You avoid karaoke. I love karaoke. I actually really, really love karaoke. I love singing. And in a big group of a bunch of goofballs, it's even more fun. I don't have the best voice ever, but I definitely enjoy singing, so I'm sure it'll be fun either way. Hi, John. How you doing? I'll embarrass myself first. How's that? Sure, sure. Sounds good. Sounds perfect. You get to be the first one up. If you want to clear a room, let me sing. I'm sure it's not that bad. Everyone is their own biggest critic. Yeah, just message me the info on Discord if you can. Or, I mean, I guess through Twitch works too, whatever you have. That's easier. Tell that to my 7th grade choir teacher. Supposedly Bone 6 is the 24th according to the forums, but I'll keep an eye out. March 31st, there you go. Confirmed from a Reaperite. The only class I almost failed. I feel like that's unfair to fail somebody if they're not good at singing. Some people are like legitimately just not good at singing, and that's okay. but failing them in a class is not good. I feel like it should be more about showing up, taking part in the like activities that you do and all that stuff, rather than, you know, your actual ability to sing shouldn't be what you're graded on. The only reason I passed was attending the performances and was told to lip sync. Yeah, exactly. Prepares to ignore my bank account after March ends. Yeah, I mean, Lessness, I know that after I told you about the Kickstarter that you went crazy. So I'm glad that you're here with us now so that you can get in the Kickstarter when it's still active. John and Dave confirmed Bone 6. 7 bootied Hydra? 7 bootied Hydra. Yeah, I'm really happy that you'll get the Kickstarter prices this time too. See, that's what happened with me for Bones 4. I didn't even know about the Kickstarter because I had just started painting. And the Kickstarter was already technically done. So I got the post Kickstarter prices. I got the whatever it's called after they close and the pledge manager's open. I got those prices for the stuff that I ordered. That's what they said. That was me with Bones 4, and I think I spent like $600 or $700 on Bones 4. To which I've painted probably like 3 things from it. Because, you know, that's how we do. That's how we work. We buy all the minis, and then we buy more minis, and then we paint a few, and then we buy more minis, and then we paint a few. You know, that's just like the life cycle of a miniature painter, right? Except for Clavicus. Clavicus is the exception to that rule. Clavicus paints like everything. All the minis. I painted a few from Bones 5. Yeah, I've painted like 3 or 4 from Bones 5 at this point. I've painted one from Bones 6. I can say that already. I've painted a mini in Bones 6. I just buy way more. Yeah. I think I will only pledge to hold a shipping spot and then add in the PM. Yeah, that probably works. The only thing I need to stop buying that really hurts the wallet is Kingdom Death minis. I think I've purchased a total of 1 Kingdom Death mini and I have not painted it. The assembly of those scares me more than I think anything else about them. This thing is making me very tired. This week was a very, very long week. I might actually end. I didn't get pretty much any paint on the cats, and I feel like I hardly did anything on the robes, but I think I might actually end now because I'm starting to get kind of tired. And I need to eat more. It's already 8. I should have eaten more before I started my stream, but I didn't want to cook. So that's what happens. I just ate some snacks and a protein shake, but I need to eat some actual food. Funny enough, when I eat more, I lose weight. And when I don't eat a lot, my body holds on to it. So I need to start actually eating more. The assembly can be a pain. I do love the minis. Yeah, the minis are nice. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. I think I'm going to end here. Thank you all for hanging out with me on this fine Friday night. I will be back on Sunday. I started around 2 the last time, but I think I might actually start earlier. But yeah, I'm going to raid someone and go and get some more food because I need to eat more. After the old Metal Games Workshop scrap launcher, I'm not afraid of assembling anything. All right, let me find someone to raid. Let's raid Silver Kestrel Studios. That seems good. Let's go there. All right, yes. As JJ said, please everyone stay awesome, be excellent to each other. I hope you're all staying happy and healthy as per usual. And I will be back on Sunday. Thanks again for hanging out. We will see you then. Bye.